Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kinderwolf of Wolf News. Okay, hold on here a moment. All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kinderwolf of Facebook of Kinderwolf News, i.e. YouTube. North Korea has made i.e. perhaps the most damning insult yet in its war of words with President Donald Trump, accusing the Republican of being worse than Nazi leader Adolf Hitler. Led by Kim Jong-un, North Korea has defied UN sanctions and U.S. military pressure while developing its nuclear ballistic weapons programs. The communist state is known for its reclusive, secretive nature, but has attacked the US's own recent moves to isolate itself from the international community. Today, the state-run outlet said the U.S. is not qualified to talk about global peace, security, and civilization because of Trump's decision to withdraw from the UN's World Heritage Agency and the Paris Climate Accords. The Trump group is mulling denying the payment of dues to the UN, which it has used as a tool for hegemonism, and imposing the payment on other member states. On June 1st, it ruthlessly violated the Paris Agreement, the fruit of the common efforts of the international community to preserve global environment, the article read. When the U.S., an arch criminal of wrecking global environment, announced it would withdraw from the agreement, the international community branded its move as an act surpassing the toxic gas atrocities by Hitler and a crime to annihilate humankind by making the whole green planet a room filled with toxic gas, it added. While kcna did not specify who was quoting, Trump faced fierce backlash abroad from allies and foes for exiting the UN Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, over perceived anti-Israel bias Thursday, and for his earlier decision to pull the U.S. out of the Paris Agreement, a landmark deal signed last year by every nation in the world except for Syria and Nicaragua. Last month, Nicaragua changed its mind and decided to leave, leaving Trump alone with Syria, which is in the midst of a devastating war against rebels and jihadis. Hence, so-called Al-Qaeda to Taliban and Hamas to ISIS and other Israeli-created groups, and their agents posing as terrorists and videos and everything else that you already know, so we don't have to get into that. Trump, whose administration has espoused controversial skepticism towards climate change, called the Paris Agreement a bad deal for the U.S. and North Korea, a traditional opponent of U.S. policy with a tradition of support for environmental causes, joined the international community in blasting Trump, but it took a further step, arguing his move would result in more death and destruction than Hitler's institutionalized campaign of execution. Okay, we got accidentally IE cut off there for a moment. So, basically, North Korea threw a tantrum over Trump and everyone else who wanted to exit the Paris Agreement, including i.e. Nicaragua and everyone else, who decided to punish North Korea further because of North Korea's non-compliance with nuclear and weapons, i.e. treaties and deals, etc., for which there basically isn't none because North Korea is still pursuing and creating all those things and making threats of nuclear war now. To back the claim, kcna referenced an NBC report released last week that cited 3 unidentified security officials claiming Trump, during a national security meeting over the summer, demanded the U.S. increase its nuclear arsenal tenfold. Since then, Trump and Kim have publicly threatened to attack one another's countries with nuclear weapons, an increasingly tense war of threats and insults. So currently, on ballistic missiles or at U.S. bomber bases, there's 1590 of them, hence 1,590. And at European bases, 150, i.e., nuclear warheads. The Korean Peninsula, which compromises modern day rivals North Korea and South Korea, was occupied by the Japanese Empire during World War II, hence, i.e., rhetoric here. And then, despite 3 years of fighting between the two neighbors, which both accused one another of committing mass atrocities, their lines of control remain largely unchanged, and they have remained at war ever since. Hence, i.e., Japan and North Korea and South Korea. All right, and that takes care of i.e. this broadcast with, again, North Korea liking Trump to so-called Hitler, and that he will cause more death than Hitler than the 17 million people that were killed, let alone the 6 million Ashtor Merovingian Jews. I really hate it when Bill Gates cuts people off. Anyway, let alone the Auschwitz to other camp, i.e., escapees of Ashtor's Merovingians. So again, North Korea is threatening, i.e., America, with nuclear war, calling Trump Hitler, and that Hitler, or hence Trump, will cause more death, etc., etc., etc. And again, false accusations of Trump being racist, and so on, and so-called implied racism towards Israel and other countries. All right, well, this is Kinder Wolf of Facebook and YouTube for Wolf News on 10/19/2017. And that was, again, North Korea's latest tantrum over the Paris Agreement Treaty that will now be withdrawn from, and North Korea isolated even further. That is all.